Hi friends, Lynn McGonagill here. It's Monday, June 30th, 2014. Jamie and I were supporting a class this last weekend, a level 2 class in the Lightworkers Healing Method of Angelically-Guided Multidimensional Energy Healing for Soul Purpose. And we are now resuming our regularly scheduled assignments, which actually seem to be more important now than our classroom work. It was interesting to have that experience, to be in a classroom again, which we have not been since we began this project in Washington D.C, and to discover that this work feels more important than that work does. So that was good. It was interesting and good. Unexpected, interesting, and good. Today, our assignment is to heal the base of the pillar that we've been working in, of these things that look like canker sores, seem like canker sores all the way around it. It's like rotting areas, weakening areas in the structure of the pillar at the base, down where that time clock is, where the timekeeper is. The gentleman who's guarding the time clock is a timekeeper, a higher dimension being known as a timekeeper. So our assignment is to heal the canker sores and then to strengthen the mesh all the way down to the base. Now we begin. Call back the spirits we've sent to our guides, the anger at the plan. It seems to be extremely widespread, possibly not universal, but extremely widespread, right?
Right.
I'm so sorry. People is a loose term. Sentient beings, for the most part, believing that there's something wrong with life being challenging. They say, life's hard, and the way they say it, it's clear they mean that that's a bad thing.
Right.
Well, who said that was bad? Who said that was bad? In recent sessions, the guides have in fact pointed out how it seems that is a requirement based on how people, again, loose term,
right,
how sentient beings respond to easy lives, right?
Right.
It's paradoxical that the easier our lives get, the less effort we actually put into our spiritual growth. Bizarre. It's bizarre. So, okie doke, looks like we need harder lives. No worries. Coming right up. Coming right up. But that this is a good thing, not a bad thing. Hard is just hard, right? Hard isn't bad, right?
Right.
Can we take joy in challenging things?
Yes.
So these are probably people who are hurting other people, right? With subversiveness, like putting explosive devices, mines in the grenades in the sandbox,
yeah,
right, for the children to find and blow themselves up with, right?
Right.
People are hiding grenades in the sandbox. So let's just screen out all the grenades, right? We just draw a screen under the sandbox, right? Start it way below and just take the grenades up, right?
Right.
And all the grenades have fingerprints on them. This isn't something we dump into recycling. This is we go upstairs and we ask who to give the evidence to. Where do we turn in the evidence? And so instantly I see that big room again, the big room where the 1,00,000,000 is.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a place, it's like a lost and found over there. Do you see it like a lost and found? Like anything we find that has the fingerprints of the 1,000,000,000, good or bad, we just turn in, let's dump this in the lost and found, go down and do a screen to pick up just anything, lost and found items, anything from the 1,000,000,000 throughout the universe. Holy moly! Look at this. Wow! It's like coats, jackets, scarves, knives, underwear, pantyhose, it's just like a weird assortment. Pens, knives, switchblades, grenades, weaponry, maces, all the, Here's another load for the lost and found. But it's more like we can't go in and get our stuff, you know. It's evidence. What we're actually doing is gathering evidence. All the fingerprints, good and bad, anything done and undone, good and bad. And so we're just gathering up anything with fingerprints, right? Anything with vibration, whatever it is, and turning it in. Let the higher dimension beings decide what to do with this. We're just turning it in. It's not our work to make any evaluation. They send us out to pick up the lost and found. You can do it. Whatever the higher dimension beings do with it is their job. They know what's best. We just turn it in. It's not for us to say what's good and what's bad. It's not for us to judge the life and work of another. We know the assignment is to pick up the lost and found of the 1,000,000, and turn it in. I do, however, note that there are people over there who look like forensic specialists, and they've got like masks and gloves and everything, and they're labeling every tiny little piece of evidence. And I tried on the archaeologist idea instead, and it doesn't fit. Check me on that. It's the forensics that fit.
Yeah, I see the guys with the gloves.
Yeah. I see a lot of people getting small to go between the cracks, you know. So I'm just highlighting that, pointing it out. It's like roaches, you know, running under the wall. We see, so we're just like spray painting them with fluorescent something or other. As we see them, it's like a part of the assignment is if anything tries to get away, spray paint it, and then we can just like lean under this screen and spray paint, which somehow makes it worse. It's like, whoa, this person was even trying to run away, right? Wow, the mountain of evidence is growing. It seems to be like, it looks like a big, huge pile in that room. It's like half the room is full of the mountain of evidence.
Right.
I'm starting to see there's definitely of the sorted material. I'm looking at the material that's sorted. There's definitely there's like something behind glass cabinets, you know, like it's and one side looks very much better than the other side.
Right.
I think here's an argument of things that they did well. Here's an argument of mess ups. Complete the project. They say, and could you complete the project? Yes, we could. So we'll just sort it out. And they say to do it like Goodwill, you know, like men's clothing over here, women's clothing over there, you know, pants here, shirts by color, you know, just very in a logical way. And it does look like a Goodwill store, you know, all the clothes, hanging them up here in the racks, and then over here are the wicked tools, like the hurting tools, the things you use to hurt people. Looks very medieval. And over here are the whiny excuses, the wine rack. Wine rack over here, the excuses. I can't because blah blah blah.
Less like hiding, more like masking.
Masking, that's right. But why don't they look like masks? I already asked. Why don't they look like costumes? Because it has the feel of hiding. Why don't they look like costumes? Or am I missing it? Do they look like costumes?
No, I mean, they look like clothes.
That's how they look
like
to me.
Pants
clothes.
and shirts. And
oh, dressing like normal people.
Right.
They're in costume of normal people. Hi, I'm in costume. What are you? I am a normal person. Ha! They're faking it. They're pretending to be normal people, right?
Right.
Incognito. Well, let's put it all in order. And now they say, and now what do you notice? Well, they said, look inside the collar. What do you notice? I notice there's a name tag inside of every single one. I got a big pile of, well, I was going to say trashier because it's paperwork, but this is another kind of evidence, isn't it? It's all out. We can alphabetize it too. All these papers. At first it looked like crumpled papers, just like office papers, and then when I looked for a name, it looked like elementary school papers where the kids write their names in pencil, you know, on the right hand corner, like a second grade or first grade class. And So we can again, but now it's like Jimmy and Billy.
Right.
There we go. So we just put it alphabetized by first name, right?
Right.
Why would they have child's names?
Because they still haven't stepped up. They still haven't evolved. They haven't grown up.
Well, people pretending they're
Right.
children. People pretending they're children because I see knees touching chins, trying to sit in the small chairs. You know, it's like, you're not fooling anybody. Stand up, right?
Right.
Stand up. You're not fooling anybody. Using baby names isn't... You can call yourself baby names. It's still not fooling anybody. Swishing top to bottom and bottom to top with the intention to bring this whole mesh to life. Now it's been put on in stages, but to now swish... Oh, wow. Haha. Swish the energy top to bottom and bottom to top, bringing this mesh to life, like integrating it all into a living mesh. And now living waters seem to be flowing of their own accord into this space. We get a thumbs up from somebody. I think that's the wrap.